Oh, a new video already. Well, I kind of promised you in my last video that I would do a book haul, and this will be my August book haul because it's all books I bought in August. Um, and most of them I bought in Dublin. I have two that I got at Chapters at the first floor in Chapters in Dublin. There's a second-hand book department, and it's huge and it's really good, and you can get like some really nice gems there. And normally they're actually quite cheap as well, so that is good. So yeah, I'm actually going to start with a book that I ordered online before I left for Dublin, and it was in the mail. Not sure if it was when we got back or just a couple of days after that, but at least I got it in the mail. I ordered it online, and it's this book, and it's called She Called Me Woman, and Nigeria's Queer Women Speak, and it's a collection of stories written by Nigerian women, and it's sounded very interesting. I don't know a whole lot more about it, to be honest. I just bought it because it seemed really interesting. I like reading LGBTQ plus books, so that is another book from my LGBTQ plus collection, sort of. So that's that, and then I'll do the Borders books, and they're really, really nice. Two of my favorite authors. So first off, Persuasion by Jane Austen. I got this for €2.99. Really cheap. It's approximately the same in pounds, I think. Though I don't know about dollars, sorry. You'll have to look it up. But yeah, it's like a really pretty Persuasion Jane Austen book, and huge fan of Jane Austen. Been for a very long time. I've read Persuasion twice, I think. Should probably get back and reading it again soon at some point. So that was that, and Virginia Woolf, Jacob's Room, because I really enjoy Virginia Woolf and I love second-hand books. So I already got Orlando second-hand. I read it, was it last month? I think it was last month. So now I got this also for €2.99, as in euros. Really good. And yeah, it's so beautiful. It's penguin. The other book is not a penguin, I think. It's a signet, it's called. Doesn't matter. And then it's all the books I bought at WorldCon. Goodness gracious me, what happened? Must say though, I bought some of them, and then there's actually 5 books I got for free. I mean, when you get like 5 good books for free, how can you say no? I can't. Besides, I'm on a book buying band. Oh dear, band that I've totally crushed. But if they're free, it doesn't count. And if they're second-hand, it doesn't really count either, right? So I can't remember exactly which order I bought them, but I'm going to start with this, which is a second book in a duology. Is that what you call it? So I have the first book already. I haven't read it yet, but it's on my e-reader, so I am hoping to read it at some point. Unfortunately, I might not be able to read a whole lot in the coming months because I'm doing literature sociology, which will be super interesting, but not much time for reading, like other stuff. So this book is God of Broken Things by Cameron Johnston, and of course I have to buy Cameron's books because he's a friend of mine. He's from Glasgow, Scotland, awesome guy, and I of course made him sign it, and yeah, here it's signed. Look. To Ellen, heroism could set a man cold. Edwin Walter, and then Cameron Johnston. Awesome! So, yeah. So, and I really like the cover as well. Yeah, I do. And then next book up is going to be this one that I mentioned in my previous video, Empire of Sand by Tasha Shuri, that I also have signed. Got her to sign it at WorldCon. To Ellen, magic is in your blood. And then Tasha Shuri. T-Shuri, yeah. And isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. So this is her debut book. It's a fantasy, and I can read what's on the back here. Mare is a girl trapped between two cultures. Her father comes from the ruling classes of the empire, but her mother's people were outcast. Amariti nomads who worship the spirits of the sand. Caught one night performing these forbidden rites, Mare is brought to the attention of the emperor's most feared mystics, who try to force her into their service by way of arranged marriage. If she fails in their bidding, the gods themselves may awaken and seek vengeance. Dun dun dun. So I find her to be a really interesting person, from what I heard on panels. And I also talked to her when I got my book signed, and she was very friendly, and we talked about like Indian fantasy. She has like British Indian background, and there's also a photo of her there, very small. So yeah, I am really looking forward to reading this at some point. And then I am going to go with award-winning Jeanette Ing, Under the Pendulum Sun. Oh, and this book, isn't it beautiful? It is so beautiful. I love it so much. It's purple and magical and all good things. So this is the first book in a series. Not sure if it's a trilogy, but it's the first book in something. Really looking forward to reading it, because it's supposed to be a bit weird, and that is very promising in my opinion. So on the back it says, Catherine Holston's missionary brother Laon has disappeared while bringing the Gospels to the Dark Continent, not Africa, but Arcadia, legendary land of the magical Fae. Desperate for news of him, she makes the perilous journey to that extraordinary land, but once there, she finds herself alone and isolated in the sinister house of Gethsemane. Sorry if I'm butchering names here. At last there comes news. Her beloved brother is writing to be reunited with her, but the Queen of the Fae and her insane court are hard on his heels. Dum dum dum. Also got this book signed by Jeanette Ing. I went to a reading with her. Awesome reading. If you ever get a chance to hear her read, I highly recommend it. which is very sweet. So here she signed my book as well. And there, look. Awesome. Super awesome. So yeah, Fays and evil. I think they're evil. Fays. I hope so. Because that's cool, right? They're not nice. Fairies. No. So the last book I actually bought, which was this. It's a short story collection of horror short stories. Welcome Despair. Yeah. Written by Michael A. Jacob, and she also signed the book for me. Look. Pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I kind of actually enjoy short stories. Should read more of them, really. So it's a really tiny book, so that is good. And then over to the freebies. So first is this. 9 Fox Gambit. So this is like the first book. I think it's a trilogy by Yoon Ha Lee. So this is the first book, and I got for free, and then the second book, Reverend Raven Stratagem, I think. Sorry. Sometimes, you know. And then... Now I'm a bit confused. Yeah. And then book 3. Reverend Gun. So these are not signed. And... Oh, another book. It's same author. Hexacarate Stories. Hexarchet Stories? Jesus. Yeah, I know. Not native speaker of English, sorry. So, yeah. Science fiction books. Very cool. Free books, good. And then the last book is this book here. Good Hunter by David Mogo. And look at the cover. It's so beautiful, isn't it? I just love that. It's like, oh, awesome. So, oh, I also have to look at it inside. Look, it's also really pretty inside, isn't it? Yeah. Looking forward to reading all these books at some point. Who knows when it will happen? I don't know when. But, yeah. That was those books that I weren't supposed to get, because I weren't going to get new books in Dublin. But that's it. So that was it for now, and please subscribe, like, stay positive, comment if you like. Do you have any of these books? Have you read any of these books? Feel free to let me know. And we'll be back with you at some point with a August wrap up, but that is not happening until I have read whatever. Until after August is over, because I might manage to finish another book, who knows? So that's it for now. See you later. Bye!